Hi, my name is Nonku. Today we're making fried chicken. First things first, we are going to brown put some hot water. Okay, to be fair, I'm just doing this to defrost the chicken. What helps is it does actually, so it defrosts the chicken and it adds flavor on the inside, as I like to call it. Lemon juice, quite a bit of it, It's quite nice with chicken. Turmeric. Ah, didn't know the lid was open. Some garlic powder. Paprika. This is smoked paprika to be exact. Standard salt and pepper. Ugh, my arm. I have really weak arms, so they get tired quickly. Then we will be adding some garlic and ginger. Cool. A little bit of ginger. You don't want too much. As much garlic as you can add. I swear by garlic. Like, then we add the chicken into or the defrost marinade, whatever the correct terminology is. So yeah, so I will let this sit in here for about an hour because I do want to to sit in actual marinade for another hour before I cook it for an hour. Okay, cool. That's the chicken brine. So the next step is making a marinade for the chicken, for the fried chicken before we run it through the fried chicken process. So it's technically the first step of the fried chicken process, but yeah. So we'll start milk, if I can open it. Be generous. Okay. The chicken to soak, so be generous. Okay. I will cut out of the whistling. Okay. I like my food spicy. A little hot. So a little bit of hot sauce, but not too much. Okay. Maybe a lot. Will be chicken masala. Some tumarake. Oh yeah, pan. Okay. I need more turmeric. And salt and pepper to taste. That instruction, Shem. Salt and pepper to taste. I never understand. But yeah, salt and pepper. Pepper. Myself. So I need to mix it up. How I add to the crunch of the fried chicken. You know that delicious crunchy crunch right from the marinade. Not a lot though. Just wanted to catch the chicken. Start wrapping around. As I said, the flavors that we've used here, we're going to use continuously throughout the fried chicken process. And these are similar to the ones I had added to the brine. Cool. Time to get them in there. And next stage of the fried chicken, which is where we coat it. Yeah, where we coat it with a beautiful crust to then fry it. So obviously it's coming out of a wet marinade. We go straight from the wet marinade to dry coating to egg white to egg and seasons, and another dry coating, and then straight into that pot. Oops. Okay, on both dry, flour, and essential breadcrumbs. So you add it, and you add it up. Then you gotta spice up the soft crumbs. So most of the flavor needs to sit in the last layer. So we have chicken masala, as I said, already used before. So we just adding to that garlic powder. So before I have been using, so it's stuck, guys. I have been using garlic in itself, but I do want this to be in the dry setting, so that's why instead of putting garlic in here, I don't like it because it's not finely grated. It's best I put garlic powder in the dry side. A little bit of garlic, garlic. Okay, paprika. Put some paprika in the side to side, and then salt and pepper. I am doing a messy crack of the egg because I know I don't need to separate the egg yolk from the egg, so might as well crack it. Before you put a little hearty, saucy, not a lot, not a lot. Here you have to be very minimal because the egg needs to be the forefront so that it holds the coatings. So everything is literally like drip, drip, drip. Type of. There we go. So then obviously a whip. So because I'm using a slightly small pot for the thing, I will have to do an oven bake for this. Oil. Let's begin. So step one, take it from the wet to the dry. You coat it in the dry. This doesn't have to be a good coating, and that's solely because you still have that coating to be really brilliant, and you still have another wet coating. Cool. Then there you go into your egg marinade, as I like to call it, but egg coating. From that like stick in the mud, which is the thing. So usually I do have a dry hand, wet hand, if that makes sense. I'm just right now, because I'm talking you through the process and I'm struggling to multitask, I am using one hand. Straight after this, I will wash my hands and then go back to my normal one and not talk to you, but just get it done. I'm actually very happy with this. Like, it's coated. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands so I can do the Okay, how I test the oil is I'll take the egg mix and I'll take a drop, another drop. Like, it's already rising to the top, which means it's too hot. So we're gonna do one more test. Yes, that's the one. So then we're gonna grab our plate. Check the time, which is 7:05. I like to do about 8 minutes per side. I just touched the oil and burnt myself, but it's part of the experience, I guess. Yeah, you want it to have a little bit of life to it, but obviously fully cooked. So as you can see, this is the, so on inside it's not actually cooked, and that is why we'll be putting it in the oven. So a little bit of cooking. Hi, bro. Fried chicken. And that's fried chicken. Sorry, I'm burning while saying this. Fried chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Fried chicken. It's actually really good. This came out better. Ooh. What I like to do if I'm attempting a 7 colors is to count how many colors I actually have. I know there's a debate: several colors, 7 colors. Either way, I'm Zulu, so what was 7 colors? So I'm gonna go with that. So we have 3 browns, which is 1, 2, 3. So that's brown. We have orange. We have green and the green peas and spinach. So that's the third color. We have white. We have red from the tomatoes. And then we have purple from the red onion that is alive and well and looking at us. So that's 6 colors, which is not bad. Thank you for watching.